রেকর্ডিংটা স্টার্ট করো, আমার মনে হয় না আর কেউ আসবে। Okay, so today we will start with another lecture. Let me share my acha একটু participant screen sharing টা অন করো তো রিতপর্ণা।
Yes ma'am.
এখনো ডিসেবল দেখাচ্ছে, একটু অন করো।
আমাকে তো স্ক্রিন শেয়ার অপশন দিচ্ছে, বাট আমি আছে স্ক্রিন শেয়ার আমি করতে পারবো, কিন্তু
এনেবল করা যায়, দেখো স্ক্রিন শেয়ারে না করতে পারো
হ্যাঁ আমি
তাহলে
আগের দিন করেছি, কিন্তু আজকে মনে হচ্ছে না আমি অপশনটা দেখছি।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, তাহলে তুমি আমাকে হোস্ট করো। রেকর্ডিং ইউ কন্টিনিউ।
হ্যাঁ 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 রেকর্ডিং কন্টিনিউ করছি, আমি আপনাকে হোস্ট করে দিচ্ছি।
হ্যাঁ কর। So all of you are able to see my screen?
Yes ma'am.
Okay. Now let us start. Let us start with another topic. Types of cloud. We have already studied about cloud computing, what is the basic definition of cloud and all. So today we will start with what are the different types of clouds available. I don't know how many of you have idea about that. Let me start with the definition of cloud computing again. Cloud computing is the on-demand availability of computer system resources, especially data storage and computing power, without direct active management by the user. The term is generally used to describe data centers available to many users over the internet. So this is an emerging technology. For Dipali saying that 4 types of clouds are there. So can Dipali unmute yourself and tell me the name of the clouds?
She has a problem with her mic, that's why she is typing.
Oh, okay. Let me see what he is typing. Public, private, hybrid and community. Yes. These are the 4 types of clouds that are available. Each and every type of cloud is having its specific feature, and due to the different types of cloud, or due to the features of each and every cloud, the distinguish or the differentiation is made between them. Now let us go to next slide. Cloud computing is the delivery of computing services like servers, storage, and more over the internet. The companies that offer these computing services are called cloud providers. They charge for cloud computing services based on usage. Cloud computing is usually classified on the basis of location or on the services that the cloud is offering. So based on cloud location, where the cloud is located, we classify the clouds as public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and community cloud. These are the different types of clouds that are available. What is, in short, let us start with the definition of different types of cloud. Public cloud, where whole computing infrastructure is located on the premises of cloud computing that offers cloud service. For example, Google. Google is a public cloud. It offers services to each and every user, and the premises of cloud computing is in the company. And private cloud, what is private cloud? It is hosting all the computing infrastructures within an organization, or within a small, uh, even within a house is not within a small organization or within a small infrastructure. The security and control level is highest when private cloud is being used, because the networks attacks were not or it is not vulnerable to network attacks since it is private cloud. Hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud uses both private and public clouds depending on their purpose. So we can host the most important applications on these servers to keep them more secure, and secondary applications elsewhere. Hybrid cloud maintains the features of both private and public cloud. Next is community cloud. What is community cloud? A community cloud is shared between organizations with a common goal, or that fits into a specific community, professional community, geographic community, etc. So that is community clouds. Now let us study public cloud. I am stopping for a minute. All of you, please go through the definition of public cloud. Then I will start explaining. This is the definition, the features of public cloud. How does it work? These days, each and every one is using public cloud. All of us use Google for our different needs. Without Google, we cannot think of our cloud. Now I am reading this. The public cloud is defined as the computing services offered by third-party providers. Third-party providers means there is someone else which is providing the service, and over the public internet, making them available to anyone who want to use or can purchase them. We can purchase the public cloud also. I think in Gmail also, in Google Drive also, all of you must have seen that by default, can anyone tell what is the total storage area in Google Drive?
15 GB.
By default?
I'm 15 GB.
15 GB, yes. But if the user wants, yeah, Facebook is also a public cloud. If user want, we can purchase.
Yes, ma'am. We can
enhance
the storage.
Yes, we can enhance the storage. It keeps on showing that option also. That do you want to buy more storage area? That means we can purchase them also. They may be free or sold on demand. Free up to 15 GB, it's free, and sold on demand. And sold on demand means if we can purchase, they can sell it. Maybe large organizations whose requirement is more than 15 GB, they purchase that. and it allows customers to pay only per usage for the CPU cycles, storage or bandwidth they consume. This is one of the advantage. So we can say that public cloud services are generally free for testing, and after that it works on a pay as you go basis. The main aim of this is to provide the services at the maximum level possible. It is basically used by private individuals which are in need of the infrastructure and the society which is offered by public cloud. If a public cloud is again a public a short type of definition, a public cloud is a type of computing in which a service provider makes resources available to the public via the internet. The resources vary by provider but may include storage capabilities, applications, or virtual machines. What are the advantages of public cloud? If we look into the advantages of public cloud, they are reliability. Reliability means there is a large network of server connection which serves the user, and the network is reliable and secure. The large network has a benefit that if a particular server fails, the remaining server will bear the load and will work fluently such that the remaining works remains unaffected. It means public cloud is a reliable form, or we can rely on public cloud. If there is any confusion regarding reliability feature of cloud, you can ask. If there is no confusion, then I can proceed to another advantage. Another advantage of public cloud is that public cloud is flexible. What does flexibility means? There are lots of service models available which serves the customer with the means of internet. These services are flexible. Flexible means they are not rigid. The services vary as per demand. If the user demand for more storage space, they are assigned that more storage space, like that. And these services are flexible and will benefit many users such as private and small enterprises. Security feature. The security provided by cloud providers is very reliable as suppliers use specialized staff to change security functions and monitor the systems for anomalies. Strict policies protect user data from being accessed by different cloud tenants. To realize access to further level of security, organizations leverage, or we can say the organizations will leverage a public cloud inside hybrid surrounding. Security feature of public cloud is a concern because it is available to huge number of users. So one of the main concern is security. What is the structure of the public cloud? The major advantage of public cloud is that we can access the cloud remotely through any device enabled with internet. You can access your Google Drive with any device and from any place. As a result of device itself performs very little to no computation. People or users use extremely advanced applications nearly any place. The applications which are stored over cloud can be used anywhere at any place. That is the structure, or this is possible due to the structural feature of public cloud. So how beneficial is public cloud computing? Public cloud solutions enable organizations to scale at a close to infinite rate, one thing that might not be potential in an on-premise data center. As business grows, it doesn't need to acquire further hardware or maintain a network. This is one of the biggest advantage, because suppose if there is a small organization and it is growing, after some time the storage requirement is more, or also storage requirement means we need to maintain the hardware also. So with the by using the features of public cloud computing, the hardware expenditure and the maintenance of network expenditure is reduced, or it is nil. Likewise, cloud-based services and applications need less hardware than applications delivered in a traditional manner. It is clear that whenever a network needs to be maintained, then certain hardware devices also need to be purchased and maintained, which is not required in case of public cloud computing. So we conclude that although the data stored in the public cloud is secure, the organization might favor securing their data by hosting it on a privately controlled cloud. Organizations operative in heavily regulated industries like healthcare might get the foremost benefit from a hybrid model. So established businesses with extremely specific procedure requirements may additionally prefer a private or hybrid model for increased optimization of resources. Is there any confusion up to this point? If there is any confusion, you can ask. Else, no, I am explaining the features of public cloud itself. I am not explaining the features of private cloud. I am explaining the feature of public cloud. What are the advantages of public cloud? Why an organization need to work on public cloud? That is, these are the features of public cloud. Now we will move to another type of cloud. This is the diagrammatic representation. We have studies everything, the architecture, advantages, structure, and how beneficial is it. Now we come to private cloud. What is a private cloud and how does a private cloud work? Private cloud is defined as the services or computing services offered either over internet or a private internal network, and only to select users instead of general services. So these are the features of private cloud. The private cloud model provides a distinct, secure, and flexible cloud model. It can be accessible by single company or organization. This leads to the fact that the organization can operate it with greater control and privacy. And it consists of an underlying pool of computer resources which will provide the computing power as a service within virtualization. Important here, virtualization keyword is an important term. Virtualization, why virtualization term is used? Because in reality, the organization is not maintaining any hardware or any network, is not purchasing any hardware or not maintaining any network. Each and everything is taken care of by the cloud itself. The organization is paying only for the cloud. The rest of the things like maintenance of network, purchasing of hardware and their maintenance is not his concern. Private cloud is used in the context of infrastructure as service. Soon, all of you will learn about infrastructure as service, platform as service, software as service. These are the three types of services that are provided by public cloud. So the provider of the infrastructure, which is providing the underlying public cloud infrastructure, can be different from private cloud infrastructure. Remember this in mind. Now, what are the features of private cloud computing? If we study about the features of private cloud computing, we can say that it is economical. How it is economical or how it saves money? The use of this cloud is limited, so this will simply save the cost and energy of the host. Implementing a non-public cloud model will improve the allocation of resources within an organization by making sure that the provision of resources to an individual, department, business function will directly and flexible answering their demands. How it is flexible? Because as per the need, the private cloud is being used. They make a lot of economical use of computing resources, can additionally reduce an organization's carbon footprint. What is carbon footprint? Carbon footprint means the way the organization works or it uses the cloud. That is footprint. Secure. We are studying the security feature of private cloud. What is the security feature and how does it work? The private cloud can be accessed by an particular organization and firms that make it more secure and reliable. Public cloud can be accessed by many companies, which makes it less secure. Moreover, there are certain levels of security which makes the private cloud more secure. Since we are working on a private cloud, so vulnerability attack or different or the chances of different types of attack are less. Control is one of the feature. Public cloud computing is controlled only by a single organization, or it may be a user also, which leads to the fact that the organization can have the flexibility to track and manage it in line with their must achieve tailored network solution. Why it is called tailored network solution? Because this private cloud, it is under the control of a single organization and it is tailor made or its usage is customized as per the requirement of the customer. If we look into the advantages of private cloud, we can find out that the analysis of private cloud can vary, which states that it is difficult to say what constitutes a private cloud from the technical aspect. That means we will not be able to understand, or the services of private cloud can vary, and it is difficult to say that we are working on a private cloud. That means the user, there is a level of transparency. We cannot quickly say that if we are working on a public cloud or on a private cloud. There are multiple clients available for cloud, and they are accessing services simultaneously from a private cloud. From a private cloud, only that organizations official can get all the information. This can host internally or externally and access with the help of public network. Up to this point, is there any confusion? If there is any confusion, then you can ask, else I will proceed.
There is a point that virtual private cloud. I couldn't interrupt you at that point, but ma'am, will you please repeat that?
In the slide, it is written, a virtual public cloud is an on-demand configurable pool of shared computing resources. Why it virtual means, actually the term cloud or cloud computing, the main flavor of the main feature of cloud computing is that it is based on virtualization. So a virtual public cloud is an on-demand configurable pool. Why it is configurable pool? Because the usage of private cloud can be configured as per the demand of that organization. Configurable pool of shared computer resources allocated within a public cloud environment. Though the environment is a public cloud environment, but with payment or with on demand, a certain portion can be a certain portion from the public cloud can be allocated to an organization and can be referred to as public cloud. So this is about virtual public cloud. The private cloud can be physically located at an organization's on-site data center, or it can be hosted by a third-party service provider. Yeah.
This point is clear. I just asked to repeat that virtual private. Now it's clear now.
Okay. Now, if we look into some disadvantage of public cloud, what are that? Increased automation and complexity of the user can bring the complexities to the enterprise. Maybe increased automation means each and everything is stored in the cloud, and there are different modules, different functions in an organization, and each and everything is stored in the cloud. Sometimes this increases the complexities of the enterprise. The technologies of this type require a group of IT professionals to rebuild the data center infrastructure, which increases the cost. If any organization wants to establish or wants to use private cloud, then also it needs certified IT professionals to rebuild the data center infrastructure, because to access cloud or to work in a cloud, the concept of data center or data center need to be built. As it will require more IT professionals, it will lead to the fact that the requirement of the IT professional will be more and will increase the cost. That if there is an increase in number of users, then there will be increase in the size of the cloud and cost increases. A business has burden of acquisition, deployment, support, and maintenance cost involved. It means any business organization, it needs to uh, first purchase the cloud, which is termed as burden of acquisition, then deployment. Once the cloud is purchased from, say, from Google or from anywhere, then it need to be deployed. Deployment means proper data center needs to be created in the cloud that the organization is owning, and maintenance of that data center is also important. Support and maintenance cost, it is a huge cost, since the maintenance of cloud is very essential. Without maintenance, it is not possible to work error free. Okay. So the physical cloud can be physically located at an organization's on-site demand center, or it can be hosted by a third-party service provider. We have already studied the features, advantages, and disadvantages of private cloud. Now we look into hybrid cloud. What is hybrid cloud? Hybrid cloud is a mixture of private and public cloud. Hybrid cloud is a cloud computing environment that uses a mix of on-premise, private cloud, and third-party public cloud services with orchestration between the two platforms. Orchestration between the two platforms means when the features or the working of these two platforms, public and private platform, is combined together, then only hybrid cloud comes into existence. Hybrid cloud is a computing environment that connects a company's on-premises, private cloud services, and third-party public cloud into a single flexible infrastructure running the organization's application and whiteboards. The principle behind hybrid cloud is that the mix of private and public cloud resources, it is the principle, and it enables the organization to meet its technical and business objectives. There are different business objectives based on the need. The type of cloud is being decided. It means an organization decides which type of cloud it will require as per the requirement of the organization. It is the requirement. Which type of cloud will be used for which purpose, that organizations decide. Okay. Remember that the hybrid cloud contains the feature of both public and private cloud. This is the diagrammatic representation of hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud contains, or it provides, a bridge between private cloud and public cloud. The total workload is shared in hybrid cloud instead of sharing it in private cloud and public cloud. Hybrid cloud, leveraging both public and private. It means hybrid cloud prefers both public and private cloud. Private cloud benefits fully customizable, robust management, secure by design. Public cloud benefits low entry cost, pay as you go, high elastic. Hybrid cloud is equal to better outcomes. Why better outcomes? Because it's a mixture of both the types of cloud. What are the benefits? Scalability, flexibility, security, cost efficiency. Now the next one is community cloud. What is community cloud? A community cloud in mobile computing is a collaborative effort in which infrastructure is shared between several organizations from a special community with common concerns. Security, compliance, jurisdiction, etc. Whether managed internally or by a third party and hosted internally or externally. Community cloud is a hybrid form of public cloud. They are multi-tenant platforms that enable different organizations to work on shared platform. The word community explains the meaning that there are different organizations which are present on the cloud. Community cloud may be hosted in a data center owned by one of the tenants or even by third-party cloud service provider and can be either on-site or off-site. This is about community cloud. This is diagrammatic representation. There are different organizations connected with this cloud. Benefits of community cloud: improved services, secure and compliance, availability and reliable, flexibility and scalability. In short, this is the diagrammatic representation of all the four types of cloud. Hosting all your computing infrastructure yourself and is not shared, that is private cloud. And community, it is shared among different organizations. Public is located in the premises of